Hello, I'm back again, second video in English, and I'll try to bring the same way I was doing the first. Just explain how was my point, how I did to increase my English, to become better at speaking English. And today I decided to just bring some things that I passed. It's kind of funny because when I come here, I passed for situation as going for interview, starting at the college, and this thing was kind of challenge because I didn't have English, as I said in the last video, and it makes me to force too much myself to use loads of my brain to pass for some situations. For example, I had got some calls in that time, I think two or three, when my English was kind of in balance. I was trying to understand more, to struggling to find the right word, and I was struggling as well to listen. I couldn't understand what people are saying to me. Then I got some calls for interview, then I couldn't understand nothing. They called me, then they start to say something, I just say yes, yes, okay, and I got an answer. Sorry, after the call, I started to send message for the, oh, can you repeat for me because my call was too bad, I couldn't understand what you're saying. And I passed for some weird situation in the process. I had one thing happen with me. I applied for kit important work in a hotel in the city I'm living, and they did something wrong and they changed the application for another people they were hiring the same day, but the job was in Australia. And they start to make requests for me, but I couldn't understand what they were saying for me. I couldn't. And they asked for me, oh, which seat do you would like to work there? Then, what? Which seat? No, I want to work here in this hotel. And then they can make question, oh, okay, I know you don't have English. Choose here which seat would you like to go, and we can figure out your English there. Then I start to realize because I get the things too fast. I don't need to be understand. I can get what you're saying to me just looking for you. I'm so visual, for example. Then I start to figure out I probably am the wrong interview. Then I said to the guy, oh, I applied for kit import. I didn't apply to go to Australia. Then he just said, oh, okay, let's just finish the interview and it's no problem. Then it was one of the quick kind of weird situation that I passed in that time, and nowadays I just laugh about it. I just smile because I can't do anything else anymore. And that's the first one. Then after I got something, they called me. Then I went for interview. Then I thought it was for an interview actually, but it wasn't. I had a problem to fix in my apartment. Then the people called me to schedule a time to go there and deliver the item for me. Then I thought it was for job because I had applied for lots of jobs in that time, and coincidentally the call came in the same time. And we talked to them at the time, but I didn't understand the subject. What was the reason they would call it to me? What's the reason? I didn't know, and I just understand about the time and the place. Then when they finished the call and then okay, you can go Tuesday at some time that I didn't remember exactly. Then I couldn't understand. Then I went to the message, checked the number of the store, and went there to check if it was interview or if it was for an item. And they said, no, no, it's to deliver an item for you. Then I explained to them showing the phone because I didn't have English in that time. I couldn't understand what the people are saying to me. And that's the reason I'm coming here to just figure out what's going on. If I have a job to come for interview or if have something else for me. Then they explained for me, no, you just have an item to get in your house. You live in this apartment, blah blah blah. And they said the address for me, and it was the second weird situation that I passed. But it doesn't matter. You know, I just put myself in this kind of situation that I could speak, and even though I didn't know how to speak properly, just make mistakes. And the situation I passed lots of same ones in that process because it made me to improve, to push myself to understand more, to push myself to raise my level at speaking English. But that's how we do in that process. You know, imagine if I had stopped in that time. Oh, I can't speak. All the calls I can't understand. I can't go for interview. Not as good. Blah blah blah. Just complaining. I couldn't find a job. Nothing. But I was positive. I keep pushing myself to go for interview, to apply for jobs, to make network, to try to get some indication to go for another jobs. And this period between like first month and the fourth or fifth month, I get kind of this situation around the process. Go for interview and could speak in properly, and probably lost a few interviews because I didn't know how to speak, and probably they need someone that they can speak at least to communicate, to pass the idea. And that time I couldn't. I just at least say a few words, but most part of the thing I couldn't understand. And that's the process for me was kind of hard in that time. But I keep pushing myself. I keep pushing myself to learn more, to increase more. But after a few months, when I really push myself to speak, to make mistake, to communicate, everything get better. My English start to improve so much because, as I said in the other video, my grammar was so good, was higher for my levels, but I just missed one thing at the beginning. I need to speak. If I didn't spoke up in that time, I couldn't improve. I didn't know what level I could be right now. But my main reason to come Ireland for was learn English, to improve my English because it was so important for something I want for my future, you know, some business investments. And I have this knowledge in my mind to get English, to increase the quantity of my investments of business that I'm gonna open soon. And that was my reason. Wasn't to come here to make friends, wasn't here to come just waste my time, because sometimes people go for intercambio and they think it's a holiday. They just enjoy, go for pub, they don't focus to learn the language. And it wasn't my point. My point here was was to learn English, and that's how I focused myself in that time. For you know, I came to Ireland in 2022. Then I have college during the morning. I had work during the afternoon. Then I have teacher during the evening, and I still study in English after that. Afterward, after everything, I study in English in that time, and that's how I keep improving my English all the process. I stop to do things that's not necessary for me, raise my level in English, and that's how was my process. If you come into move for any country, be aware of the situation that you're gonna pass for this kind of situation that gonna be weird for you, but it's fine. It's okay. You can improve. You can just speak. Don't be afraid to make mistake. Don't be afraid to speak with people that you never know, you never seen in your life. That's how you take the risk to learn something. And over the process, you get experience. Then after you just repeat, just repeat. I have situations in my last job when, because since I came here after 7, 8 months, I moved to security. It was my job that I was researching when I was in Brazil. Then I could get a level of in English of being able to do that course after 7, 8 months, because the course was full English with Irish teacher. Then they speak the way they can. They don't care if you don't understand English or not. And the course has a level of required for English as well. If you don't have that level, it's your problem, right? And I wait a few months. I got the level. Then I applied for the course. Then I eventually passed. But I was working as a security in a shop, and the shop calls his needs. Then I have some kind of situation during my day that I could repeat some situations and just change the vocabulary. Then it makes me to understand more how I can just change the vocabulary, learn how to pronounce it properly, and understand how people pronounce in the right and different accent. And that's how I did lots of times. If I had, for example, let's say we have a machine for click collect, right? And lots of people come to collect something during the day. Then I have some different vocabulary for that people to direct them to that machine. Then I used to do, oh, I like to make questions. I like to make questions for everyone. I don't like to give direction straight away. If someone asks, oh, do you know where is it click collect? But yeah, do you have the order number? That's the thing. When you pay, you have an order to put in the machine. Then the machine allows you to get the order, right? And I always make questions. Oh, do you have a quick collect number? Or your order number actually? And they said yes. So then I start to explain. So can you see that blue machine? And they said yes. Just go there, take your order number, type in that machine, and someone bring it up to you. And I also can say, oh, go to that machine, type in your number, and someone bring down for you, or someone bring to you. And I understand the vocabulary, understand how people speak in their accent, and I use different vocabulary for the same meaning. And that's how I improve my English in different situations for actually this different vocabulary for the same meaning. And I just create this, repeat, different people, different day. I repeat thousands of times. Then I eventually get a good pronunciation and loads of words and loads of vocabularies. That's my main point as well, because when I learned to speak in English, to pass my idea, to understand, to have a good listen, I start to focus in my pronunciation. House. I'm saying again, accent is not your problem. Your problem is the way you pronounce the word. If you don't know how to pronounce the word properly, people don't understand you. We have a kind of problem with Indian people here. Don't get to the personal thing, but Indian people, they had a difficult pronunciation of the words. If you are learning English, it's a problem for you. And that's my point. Learn English, but pronounce properly. Not change my accent. My accent is part of myself. I'm not looking forward to change my accent, but I like to pronounce the word properly. Because if I don't pronounce properly, how I'm supposed to pass my information to other people, my point. And that's how I keep improving. That's how I keep learning. Change the situations, repeat the situations, but change the vocabulary for the same situation that I just did in a few minutes ago. And it brings clarity to me to get a new idea of different vocabulary, how to pronounce. And when I pronounce in that way, the person gonna repeat for me as well. And as they repeat it, I'm gonna have another way how to pronounce, and that's how I learn how to pronounce properly. And also, my wife helps me after 1 year and something I was here. She's Irish, so all the time when I need to correct something, she can help me. But I'm not looking forward to be asking all the time anymore, because when I met her, I already had a kind of English, then I can talk to her, and sometimes when I need, she can correct me. But if I don't ask for her, she didn't. She doesn't, because she doesn't like to be interrupting me too much. But if I ask, babe, can you help me how to pronounce this word? Can you help me how to know the meaning about this? And that's how I keep improving. And that's how it is my video for today. I'm just trying to figure out how kind of it I can do to show how my English has improved, to bring different vocabulary, slangs, pronunciations that I can be passing for you, trying to pronounce the better as I can. If you are learning, if you're in the process at the beginning of learning English, I'm gonna try to speak as much as I can clearly as possible, okay? And if I keep making mistakes, that's the process for me even learn more than I was before I start the videos, right? Thank you so much for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your like and comment below. Thank you so much, and wait for the next video.